All right, let's dive into this toolkit all about referrals,
Mm.
especially for fractional executives like yourself.
Hmm?
Building a network that keeps those clients coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's interesting?
Mm.
There's this whole community out there,
Oh, wow.
specifically for fractional execs,
Okay.
looking to connect and refer each other. We'll get to that later. But first, let's talk about why referrals are like the secret weapon for fractional execs. Why are they so important?
Well, think about it. As
Yeah,
a fractional executive, you're usually coming in for a specific project or, for a limited time.
makes sense.
And you need to build trust and credibility fast. And what better way than an introduction from someone the client already trusts?
It's almost like a seal of approval
Yeah.
from someone they already know.
Exactly. A referral, it immediately shows your expertise and it gives potential clients that confidence to, actually hire you because they're not just picking someone random they found online. They're working with someone who comes recommended.
Right. It's not just about getting your foot in the door either.
Right.
Referrals can actually lead to faster conversions. And I imagine even stronger relationships with those clients
Absolutely.
because they already kind of trust you.
Exactly, because that trust is already there. Clients from referrals are usually much further along in deciding. They're not starting from scratch. They're not trying to figure out if you're the right fit. They've already got that, social proof from someone they respect.
So we both agree referrals are super valuable for fractional execs.
Hmm.
So how do we tap into that? How do we get more?
Hmm.
This toolkit mentions a pretty unique resource, I think.
Yeah.
It's called the Fractional Referral Network, FRN for short. What is that all about?
FRN is a game changer, honestly. It tackles a big problem for fractional execs head on.
Okay,
You're usually working solo, right? Which makes it harder to build those connections for referrals.
that's true, yeah.
Ecorin solves that. It creates a space just for fractional execs to connect, to work together, and, refer business to each other. Oh, okay. So it's like a built-in network.
Exactly. It's a network of partners who really get what fractional work is all about.
And the best part, it's pretty affordable. It's less than $20 a month to get access to this whole community
Yep.
of like-minded professionals.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a free trial,
Oh, nice.
so you can try it before you commit. Okay, let's talk about building that perfect referral partner profile. This toolkit has a whole worksheet just for that. What are the key things to think about here?
Well, you got to find those strategic alliances. Who complements what you do? If you're a fractional CMO, maybe partner with a fractional CFO.
Oh.
Or a web developer, a sales consultant even. You're all serving similar clients but bringing different things to the table.
You're like building a dream team almost.
Exactly. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
Don't forget to consider what industries your ideal partners work with. If you're a fractional executive in healthcare, connect with people strong in that area.
Makes sense. It's about being strategic, intentional, not just connecting with anyone.
Now, I know asking for referrals can be a little awkward sometimes, but don't worry. This toolkit has your back. It's got scripts, templates, it's all there.
And the great thing is, these scripts aren't robotic or anything.
Okay, good.
They're a starting point. But you adapt them to your personality and your relationships. Be genuine. That's key.
Right, so it's not about blasting out the same message to everyone. It's about actually talking to people, making those real connections.
Exactly.
The toolkit mentions incentivizing referrals. Is that really necessary? I mean, shouldn't people be happy to refer you just because you're good?
Ideally, yes. But, sometimes a little incentive goes a long way. To show appreciation and kind of encourage those referrals, choose incentives that fit your brand and what your partners like.
Okay.
Maybe it's a discount, a donation to a charity they support, even a handwritten thank you note can be nice.
It's not just a transaction. It's about building that relationship.
Right. But that foundation of trust and value, that's got to come first, always.
Speaking of building relationships, the toolkit talks a lot about consistency. Referrals aren't a one-time thing, are they?
No way. Think of it like a garden.
Okay.
You plant those seeds, nurture those relationships, and then you see those referrals bloom.
I like that analogy. So you're saying it's an ongoing process.
Exactly. It's about nurturing those relationships over time, becoming a go-to resource. You want to be top of mind so that when they meet someone who needs you, they think of you first.
And this toolkit gives some really practical tips on how to do that. It's got a weekly checklist for reaching out, a monthly follow-up calendar, even tips for being active in that FRN community.
Yeah.
It's all about staying organized, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've covered why referrals are so powerful for fractional execs. and how to actually build a system that gets you those referrals. But what does it all look like when it's actually working? That's what we'll get into in part 2 of this deep dive. So we were talking about keeping that referral engine running, like, constantly tending to those relationships. And one thing that can really help with that is social proof, like those awesome testimonials that show potential clients you're the real deal.
Yeah, social proof is huge for fractional execs. You're often coming in from the outside.
Right.
Clients want to know you can deliver.
Yeah. They want to see results.
Testimonials from past clients or people you've worked with, it's like a stamp of approval. That can really make a difference.
Like, don't just take our word for it. Look what others are saying.
Yeah.
And the toolkit has some great advice on using those testimonials, right?
Hmm.
It's not just about putting them on your website and calling it a day.
Exactly. You got to be strategic. Put them on your FRN profile, in your proposals, even your email signature, wherever potential clients might be looking for info about you.
Show them off.
Yeah.
The toolkit even suggests sharing testimonials in the FRN community itself, so potential referral partners can see what you've done.
That's a great way to build credibility within the network. When other fractional execs see you consistently deliver value, they're more likely to refer business your way.
So it's all about building that trust, that reputation within the community.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have our ideal partner profile. We're making connections, showing off those testimonials. But how do we know if it's actually working? The toolkit talks about tracking your results. Is that really that important?
Oh, absolutely. It's like any marketing campaign. You
Right.
got to analyze the data, right?
Makes sense.
Same with referrals. Tracking helps you understand what's working, what's not, and tweak things to get the most out of your efforts.
The toolkit has some cool tools for that,
Yeah.
like an ROI calculator to see the financial impact, and even a feedback form to get insights from the people referring you.
That feedback loop is super valuable. It shows you things from their perspective. Are they having any trouble referring clients to you?
Oh, interesting.
Any roadblocks? You can then smooth out the process for everyone.
That's smart. And the toolkit also has some good advice on promoting your referral program, social media posts, onboarding messages for new partners, the whole 9 yards.
Spread the word. Get people excited about referring you.
Exactly. Before we move on, let's talk a bit more about FRN itself.
Okay.
We've mentioned some benefits, but what are some key things our listeners should know about this community?
Imagine having a whole library of resources just for fractional execs.
Wow.
Templates, marketing guides, even scripts for those tough client conversations. FRN has all that and more. They also have weekly coaching calls, workshops, one-on-one sessions with experienced fractional execs. It's incredible.
It's like a support system and a knowledge base all in one.
Right. And remember, it's super affordable.
Yeah, we talked about that.
What's really special about FRN is the community itself. It's not just about transactions. It's about connecting, sharing experiences, learning from each other. They even have a forum where members can ask questions, get advice, and celebrate wins together.
It's like a virtual mastermind group, just for fractional execs.
Exactly. And to give you an idea of what the community is like, the toolkit includes some testimonials from actual FRN members.
Oh, cool. Let's hear some of those.
Okay, so one member, Fernando, says he connected with several potential referral partners just weeks after joining.
Wow, that's fast.
He says it's already opened up new opportunities.
That's awesome.
Another member, Deepa, talks about the supportive atmosphere, how it's given her the confidence to build her referral network. Everyone's rooting for each other, you know?
Have that.
And Brian, who was on one of their coaching calls, raves about the advice and social media tips he's gotten.
It sounds like a pretty amazing community.
It really is. Dedicated to helping fractional execs succeed.
Okay, we've covered a lot. Social proof, tracking results, the FRN community. But what does this all mean for your business? How can FRN help you turn those referral dreams into reality? That's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive. We've talked about why referrals are so important for fractional execs, how to create a good strategy for getting those referrals, and the amazing benefits of joining a community like FRN. But what does this all mean for your business? How can FRN actually help you turn all this talk about referrals into, like, a reality?
It's about More than just having a lot of clients. It's about building a business that feels good, that feels sustainable, that you can really be proud of. Imagine this, you're wrapping up a project, right?
Mhm.
And instead of scrambling to find that next gig, you have a bunch of great leads coming in.
Because of referrals. No
Exactly.
more like up and down, up and down.
Exactly. It's consistent, it's predictable, and they're high quality opportunities too. They're not just, random people.
Yeah, because they already know a bit about you.
Exactly. And don't forget, referrals tend to convert way better than other leads. These people, they're already thinking about working with you because someone they trust recommended you.
They're already halfway there.
Exactly. So you're not just getting more leads, you're getting leads that are more likely to become paying clients.
Which means, I guess, less time trying to convince people to hire you
Yeah.
and more time actually doing the work.
Exactly. It's a win-win for everyone.
So everyone's happy.
And you know what? When you consistently get referrals, it creates this awesome ripple effect. Every successful project leads to more good word of mouth, which leads to even more referrals.
It's like a snowball rolling downhill.
Exactly.
And FRN, I feel like it helps to get that snowball rolling faster.
For sure. FRN makes building a referral network so much easier. They connect you with people who get it, who see the value in referrals and who are ready to collaborate. It also gives you the tools to make it all happen. The scripts, the templates, that ROI calculator we talked about, they're all designed to help you get referrals consistently and track your progress.
So it's like having a roadmap and a cheerleader all rolled into one. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listener to remember?
Building a strong referral network is the key to creating a sustainable and fulfilling fractional executive business. And FRN is the perfect place to start.
So if you're ready to unleash the power of referrals and take your business to the next level, check out that toolkit and think about joining FRN. You won't be disappointed.
It's time to say goodbye to that feast or famine cycle and build a business you love.
Build those relationships, nurture those connections, and watch as referrals become the engine that drives your success as a fractional executive. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.